Okay, we're still in exercise 69 and we're at problem number 6 now. It says a party at a hotel spent a certain sum. Had there been 5 more and each had spent 50 cents less, the bill would have been $24.75. Had there been 3 less and each had spent 50 cents more, the bill would have been $9.75. How many were there and what did they spend? All right. So I realized, looking at that, you might say that's really difficult. I don't even know where to start. I would say continue to read it, but I'm kind of done reading. At least I'm done reading this. I want to get my piece of paper out. So what I want to do is just give me a second, and again, I still have the problem in front of me, and what I mean by that is, I have to be really careful about what I read over here. So we're on number 6, and I got to write down, some things that I don't know, and I'm just going to say X is the number of people in the party. So this is the number of people, and I hope you realize that's an integer number. And I'm going to say Y is the amount they spent in cents. Amount each spent in cents. All right? So, let's take a look. And I got to read it down. So what does it say? Had there been 5 more? Had there been 5 more, and each had spent 50 cents less, the bill would have been $24.75. Well, I'm talking about cents. What is that going to be? $24.75. And these are kind of nasty numbers. Had there been 3 less, and each had spent 50 cents more, right? At each spent 50 more, the bill would have been $9.75. But in cents, it's $9.75, 975 cents then, right? All right, here comes my trouble. And I don't like doing arithmetic, but I don't have much choice over here. I've got to simplify this, all right? And therein lies a problem for me. All right, I'll write this down for you. What do you get? X, Y, minus 50x. I'm just taking the first equation and expanding it. Plus 5y. Let's see, minus, that would be 250, right? And that would be 2475. Well, I'm going to rewrite a little bit differently. I'm just working on the first equation, by the way. I want to get a little bit simpler than that. So xy minus 50x plus 5y. And what do you get there? You get, let's see, that would be 525, 625, 725. All right, that's done. Let me do the second equation. Now, what do you get there? Xy plus 50x, all right, minus 3y minus 150 equals 975. And I'm going to simplify that too. What do you get? Xy plus 50x minus 3y equals, I'm going to be real careful here, right? So let's see, 1125, right? So let me write those two equations down now. And I'll write it over here. And you get xy minus 50x plus 5y equals 2725. And then what do you get for the second equation? You get xy plus 50x minus 3y equals 1125. Well, I'm going to do some subtraction here. And it doesn't look that bad to me. So I'm going to take this equation and subtract this one away. And someone says, why are you doing that? I think I might get a simpler relationship that might be useful. It might be useful. All right, so what do I get? I would get minus 100x plus 8y equals, I gotta be careful here. This is gonna be 1600. That's a pretty simple relationship. But what I'm gonna do over here is I'm gonna say 8y is equal to 100x plus 1600. And what I'm going to do over there, I'm going to divide both sides by 8. And what do you get? You get y equals 100x plus 1600 divided by 8. And what does that give me? Y equals, well, let's see, 100 over 8 would be, divided by 4, right? Would be 25 halves. 25 over 2x. And 8 goes into 1600 200 times. Now, I realize somebody would look and say, what am I going to do with that? Well, I'm going to plug it in somewhere. There's a lot of different ways you could plug it in. For example, I think it'd be kind of unproductive, but you could plug it in here. And if you did that, you would just get what's known as an identity. If you did 8 times that, you'd get, let's see, you get 100x, they would disappear. Yeah, it's identity wouldn't be very productive. So I'm saying I wouldn't plug it in there. I got to plug it in somewhere it's going to be useful, right? So let me get my little eraser out. I'm going to expand the window for you. Let me just erase this over here. I just erased my 202, didn't I? Got too excited there. Well, I'm going to take this. I'm going to plug it in right here. All right? Let's hope for the best. All right, so xy. Well, y is 25 halves of an x plus 200 plus 50x minus 3y. And again, don't be discouraged. And that equals 1125. All right. Let's see what we're going to do now. I'm going to multiply both sides by 2. Right, that's tough, but let's take a look at it. X, 25x plus 400. So I just multiplied the first term by 2. I distributed across the 25 over 2x plus 200. 2 times the second term would be 100x minus 3. Well, same story. It's 25x plus 400. And what do you get over there? Well, 2 times 1,125 is 2250. Oh boy, I got more work to do. So what do you get? 25x squared plus 400x plus 100x minus 75x minus 1200 equals 2,250. And yeah, things, I hate to say for a lot of students, and myself included, sometimes I get frustrated and say, is this ever going to stop? And I got to look at it. I can't keep going. So what do you get? 25x squared. And now I'm gonna pull these guys together. And that's going to be 425. Yeah, that's not so bad. And then minus, that's going to be 3450 equals 0. Let's see if I did that right. 3, yeah, I think I did it right. I'm starting to realize that those numbers sure do look like they have something in common. And I'm going to divide both sides by 25 now. And what do you get? X squared. I'm always looking for something easier for me to do, but that varies from person to person. Other people say, why are you doing that? You're making my life a nightmare. Let's see, that would be 617x. Well, I'm going to write this down. 25 into 3450. That's once. That's 25. This is 9. Drop a 5. That's 3. 7, 5. And then what do you get there? You get 2, 0, 0. and that would go in 8 times, so 138. All right, again, I'm thinking this is just working out too nice. But does that mean I didn't make an error somewhere? I could have made an error. I don't know. I'm gonna look at this thing and I'll write this down for you. X and 0. And I'm looking at the 38. And let me just kind of look at it. And I'll look at it in pieces. I'm gonna get my eraser out too, because I realize that side work over there kind of disturbed me a little bit. Let me get my eraser out, erase this over here. Hope I didn't make a mistake, by the way. But I'm gonna look at the 138. I'm going to start dividing it by 2. Let's see, 65, 69, right? Let's see if that's true. 120 and 18. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then I go 3 into that. And 3 into 69 would give me 21. Right? Let's say 3 times 60. Oh, no, it's 23. What am I saying? I'm sorry. 69. Wow, I think I see it now. So I can write this down, 6 and 23. I can put this on the side. All right. Oh boy, plus, minus. Now, by the way, I'm no longer thinking about the problem, to be honest with you. I'm thinking about this solution to this thing. And the solution to this thing is x equals 6 or x equals minus 23. But I got to be honest with you, if I just went back to the original, all that work I did, right? Am I going too far in this one? Oh, x is the number of people. You can't have minus 23 people. Not possible. But there's going to be 6 people. And then, what's y? Well, I gotta go back and show you that I think I said y was something, the amount each spent in cents. Do I have a simple relationship between x and y, though? And I do. It's right over here. So I'm going to write this down for you. And y is equal to, I'll write this over here, 25 halves of an x. Again, it's right over there, plus 200. And what's y going to be equal to? 25 over 2 times 6 plus 200. Y equals, well, let's see, 2 goes in 6 3 times, so 75 plus 200. What do you get here? Y equals 275. So 6 people each spent $2.75. All right, what I'd recommend you do is, you really think about what you just did, but maybe you want to check it with the wording again. All right, it's not such a bad problem, by the way. With the exception, I don't enjoy doing arithmetic, and I really mean that. A lot of these numbers really cause me a little bit of discomfort, to be honest with you, but they're not outrageous numbers. All right, I mean they worked out pretty nicely. All right, and that's about it. What else can you say? Thank you so much for paying attention. Now, I do appreciate your time.